morning out there, folks. Welcome.
Actual bits of sleep in the eye there, probably.
I didn't do my hair on purpose.
Me neither.
All right.
I know, like, it's really kind of cute. I'm not.
Yeah, it actually looks really good. You wouldn't have.
Tendrils.
Wouldn't have known. You know, mine just
Except
looks
you
extra
look at
curly.
the top, and then the top of my hair looks low.
Well, when you clear out of there.
Little pillowcase.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the We Can't Pick a Title podcast.
We can't wake up this morning podcast.
We're here with our special guest this morning, Cat Poop Coffee.
Yay!
I think we recorded some other stuff already, so maybe I'm doing an intro partway through the thing. It'll all depend on how Jason edits the magic together. I didn't really talk about it with him before.
Yeah, no, we'll just talk about how we made it, and then I'll intersplice the.
But I'm feeling like it's like about the perfect temperature for me to actually try it. Otherwise, it's gonna
okay.
be
We'll give it a try.
It's gonna be gross.
Give it a try.
Okay, here we go.
See how it is. Disgusting. You're just like cat poop coffee.
Kind of just tastes like coffee.
Tastes like coffee.
Kim, you're right.
That's what we've heard from most people. It's like sort of just tastes like coffee.
We'll see. We'll see how it kicks in.
My guess is if you're like a Connie Coffiseur.
Connie Coffiseur?
Connie Coffiseur. That's my new character name. Connie Coffiseur.
She's like a James Bond villain.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, she's really into coffee.
Yep.
No, but if you're, super expert on coffee and you had like one sitting beside the other, a bunch of different types of coffee, you'd probably be like, you wouldn't necessarily be able to tell, but you'd be like, oh, this one's a little nuttier. Or,
this one.
That's what I think about cat poop.
Tastes like, just like hair in your mouth.
So should I try some? So this is the thing, right?
This is the big deal, is Jason doesn't drink coffee.
I don't drink coffee. I don't even like coffee. But cat poop coffee.
The smell of my coffee.
I really like the smell of coffee grounds.
Unless there's a bunch of Baileys in it, and then it grosses them out.
That's fucking gross. Coffee grounds, coffee beans, I love them. But I wish that...
Just not in and around your mouth.
Well, just the taste.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it just turns into like this bitter fucking nastiness. It's like...
That's kind of coffee for you.
But it's the same as anything else, right? It's like an acquired
beer,
taste. Like
oysters.
Beer. Yeah. First time I had beer, it was just like, oh, this has gone bad or something.
It has gone bad, and then they market that.
Literally
so
gone
you
bad.
get a little buzz.
So that makes sense. This has gone through the, digestive tract of a small forest cat-like creature.
Civets. Divots.
I also don't
really building it up.
And I also don't like hot beverages.
Right,
so I'm sort of
like the perfect temperature right now
for you. See, sippingly good. I don't even like hot anything really.
He was gonna drink it black, you guys, but I'm like, come on, let's put some cream in there at least.
Well, I wanted to get the full nutty flavor of it. I'm gonna work nutty in as much as I can. Just like, heads up, folks.
Because of
the poop nuts and nuggets and.
Because people don't chew their nuts, and then they look at the poop, and then there's nuts in it still.
Peanuts, in your.
If you just swallow your peanuts whole, why wouldn't you?
So what's the deal with that? It's like because we can't digest corn. I get that, but can we not digest peanuts? Yeah. Or do people just not?
I think people just suck at chewing, and that's like a pretty hard thing for your body. It doesn't really get a chance to mash it up at all.
Okay.
On the way through.
Because I was gonna say we had peanuts. Pretty often in the last week or so, we got that big old tub of peanuts.
Do you look at your turds? I guess you turn around and whiz on it after you're done, like a dog.
Yeah,
so.
You don't look at your poop?
No, I just, wipe and away it goes.
That's a good way to
unless
diagnose,
I'm, looking for something specific. I mean, if it's spattered on the bowl.
You lost a ring or something, maybe.
It's usually pretty easy going with me.
Okay, here we go.
I'm going to be done my coffee by the time Jason
I had a cup of coffee, I'm going to say it was easy 20 years ago.
Probably.
I was working at Cal Tire. And...
That's a tire shop?
It's a tire shop in Alberta.
Okay.
And everywhere, I think nowadays. Canada.
Canada A?
Yeah, Canada A Tire. And... There were certain mornings, it was like every Wednesday or every Friday or something, we had to go in at like 4:30 in the morning because the delivery truck came with all the tires, and so we had to go and unload all the fucking heaviest tires. It was like the most labor you had to do in the whole job at 5 in the morning kind of deal. So it was just like, and back in your 20s, when you're still partying and staying up till whatever.
Drunky.
Plenty of times.
Hot dogs
you'd show up and just be like, oh fuck, I guess I'll just stay up for this next half hour before I go to work.
But quit drinking, so.
Yeah. I'll slow down at like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
You know,
So sugar's
knowing
worn
you got to
off.
work at 5. Yeah.
Okay.
So then, everybody was drinking coffee. Everybody show up, drink coffee, and they're all like, "Yeah, all right, woo!" And they're all having a good time, and they're all
Take
awake.
a dump,
and I was
and
just
they're
like,
ready for tire lifting.
"Oh, tires! I don't want to see any more tires ever again." So I was like, "Oh, fuck it, I'll try drinking some coffee." And drank it, and I don't know. I probably told this story before already, but like
75 sugar cubes.
No, they had like those creamers, the flavored creamers and shit.
Delight.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was the fancier ones in like the plastic bottle, sort of.
International Delight, I think is the
So then they had like Rum N Butter, which I don't even like anyways.
Yeah.
But it was like, oh, it's the only thing that doesn't taste like coffee. So it's like bloop bloop bloop, and poured so much of it in and then that was good for like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, okay, I'll do that. It got me awake.
The
I'm
sugar
okay. Hurts my stomach.
Hydrogenated
I'm okay with that.
oil coated your stomach just enough to get it down.
And then the one time did too much Rum N Butter. It was probably way more Rum N Butter than it was coffee.
I think
it was just a way to
2 tablespoons.
Yeah, and it was like I would say
cup.
half and half probably. You know, yeah. It was a way just to like I just got to get the coffee down, and I would plug my nose even, and slam her back, and then just puked my guts out. Nothing but coffee and Rum N Butter just came out. It was so gross.
What a waste! You wouldn't have got any of it in you anyway.
That's exactly. Yeah. Well, I remember thinking
just
like
put it up your butthole like all the Jackass guys.
Oh, see, I didn't think about
Would
that.
have been
at the
nice
time.
and warm for winter.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm just gonna get some coffee.
I got a butt. You guys hear that thunder?
Oh.
There was some thunder earlier, and then I was like, Jason, your clothes are on the clothesline. And then it started sprinkling, and he hustled out.
That's some big old heavy raindrops.
Okay. Anyways.
So,
So you're puking it up.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, so puked it up and then never had coffee since then.
Really?
And that was my early 20s.
And it's funny, every time we got together for a family thing in the mornings, your family's like, do you want a coffee?
Yeah, you want a coffee?
Just checking.
Yeah.
Did you join the dark side yet?
Yeah, never.
No.
I've never ever said yes once, but sure, ask me again.
I think you've even been poured coffees and you just bring me one.
Maybe, yeah, probably. Yeah, bring you two. Yeah.
At like a buffet restaurant or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
We're
yeah.
like, yeah, we'll get 2.
I just do that anyways.
Yeah, here you go.
Okay, so here we go. Ready? I'm going to try it.
Jason's going to drink some
Cheers.
coffee.
I'm a SpongeBob
Did
cup.
you need a spittoon bucket just
Maybe,
in case you
yeah.
just run out of here?
Should I smell it first or just...
Oh. It's just... Down you go. You can spit it and use the other cup there.
Oh, fuck.
Your tongue looks like you had coffee. Oh, you're gonna be okay.
Holy shit.
Have some water real quick. Wash her down. No. Oh, no. Don't puke on your laptop.
Fuck, why didn't I bring, like, a bucket or cup or something?
You can
Oh.
take that other cup out of there if you need to spit, but I don't think you'll be able to barf on it.
Oh, man. That, like, instantly made my tummy just, like...
Really upset.
Ah.
Yeah.
That was, like, the tiniest little sip.
Yeah. So you're saying I have a second coffee this morning?
Holy shit. Like...
Yeah. Addiction's fun.
I can see... It's funny, because, like, halfway through the drink, once the first initial, like, it's so bitter.
Yeah.
Like, I guess it's the sugar, right? That's why people just pour so much sugar into it, or whatever.
Oh.
You know?
I guess.
I just, like, whoa. But halfway through that, I could see, like, okay, I can see how you could get the flavor of it and the differentness of it. And so how does it compare to, like, flavor-wise to other coffees?
Same
old?
for me.
Yeah, hey?
Yeah.
Oh, god damn.
Yeah. It all tastes gross.
It's still on my tongue.
Yeah, that's coffee. Do you want, like, basil leaf? Straight up? That's gonna be awesome.
Oh, fuck.
Basil leaf for Jason?
Sorry for all the gross sounds, folks, but...
Yeah, it's better.
Oh, rub it.
Rub it all over your mouth. Oh.
God damn. Coffee, hey?
That's what people do. Do you want to take a break and go brush your teeth?
Good for another 20 years? No, I
You
can have
can.
a
We
bowl
can
or
come
something.
back to it. Yeah, for sure, if you need to.
I'm okay.
You just did. You brushed them with some
Yeah, brushed them with a basil brush.
basil brush. Now this is greeny brown. Your teeth are just like 5 shades browner just from one tiny sip.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's how the other half of the world lives.
Oh, most of the world. Yeah. I think it's like, it's now, I think like 8 out of 10 people or something drink coffee.
A lot of people are addicted to coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the biggest.
Super hard on your
whatever they say.
stomach, too. Yeah.
Wowzers.
Yeah, I go through phases where I'm like, step back away from it, usually because like flare-ups of heartburn or whatever. But,
yeah.
Then Lisa Simply Thrive, she's like a personal trainer and sort of wellness coach, and
Hi, Lisa.
she recommends having like water, like straight up water when you get up, and then have a little bit of food, and then if you're gonna do coffee after that.
Okay.
Don't do straight up coffee like well, I guess we had half a banana before.
I was just about to say that. Like, you know what worked good in my tummy? Half a banana, a leaf of basil, and a sip of coffee. Boy, oh boy.
Are you perked right up? You're ready to flip tires?
Like,
You're off to the tire.
Do you have any rum and butter I can add to that?
No, you cannot have rum or butter for that situation.
Just butter.
I don't want you puking up, wasting all the butter and rum.
Some margarine in that.
Worried about it being wasted.
Oh, it's like still just sitting right here.
Mm-hmm. I like that the basil leaf is now wedged into your tooth, because that's going to be great for years. Oh, no, it looks like it's gone now.
Gone now?
Yeah,
I want to try more just to be able to give it a real good, like...
It's going to taste
I'm already getting like a little sort of thing here even.
Yeah,
like
drink a bit more water, maybe.
One tiny little sip.
We've got another whole other bottle of water here if you need it.
Perfect, thank you.
Top you up. There's some.
So cat poop coffee, hey?
So you're right into it?
Yeah, totally.
Do cat poop every day?
Now,
wander around in the forest behind Beastie.
Following the cats around everywhere.
It's like there's no coffee in this at all. It's just poop.
What the hell?
Yeah, he doesn't eat cats. He doesn't eat coffee beans.
This is just mice that I'm pouring boiling water over. What the hell is this old hummingbird?
Yeah, just digested.
Doesn't seem to do the same thing.
Yeah, wet food.
So there's elephant poop coffee too. I don't know if we should.
It seems like it would be easier to collect. I don't know.
Maybe more, probably, I guess.
Well,
maybe not.
I don't know how many they're allowed to eat before they get all woo.
Oh, well, yeah. I don't think they get all woo. They eat it for, like, the fruit sort of thing of it.
So it would be like us eating grapes and swallowing the seeds. Like, you're going to crush the occasional one, so you're probably going to get a little bit of a buzz on it.
Yeah, I guess, eh? I don't know if that's...
get a little kick.
Maybe that's what they go for?
I think the outer berry part's probably delicious.
I don't know.
You know, you say berry, I'm, like, usually in.
Okay. The cherries, they call them.
Cherries.
Online, they're like, the elephant eats the cherries off the fruit, off the tree.
Yeah, because it's the meaty outer layer.
Dumps it out, and it becomes black ivory coffee, they call it. It's just, they gotta put up a fancy name, you know?
Yeah. They can't call it stink nugget coffee.
Pachyderm poop coffee.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. And then you said there was other animals that also
there's
are into this?
Let me look it up here real quick.
Or whatever.
The jacu bird.
Oh, okay.
It's I think Brazil.
They probably just gobble them down anyway.
Southeast Brazil. So it was saying that the good thing and the difference between these ones, and same with the elephant poop coffee compared to the cat poop coffee, is that because they're herbivores. So it's all just wild grasses and plants and roots
that they're
and things
scraping
like
off of it after.
Yeah.
It's not
there's no meat.
Hummingbird meat.
Or
they scrape old
bugs
rotted
or
whatever cats eat in the
cockroaches and stuff. Yeah.
Neighbor's cat food.
So we'll see. Maybe we'll get some. So the elephant poop coffee is the most expensive one. It's like $50 a cup.
So we got to go to Dubai to get that.
yeah. Dubai.
Yeah. I think that's one that Smartless hasn't done.
Yeah, for sure.
You're going to have to phone Sean Hayes.
Give him a call.
Give him a little ring-a-ding-ding.
Sean Hayes.
I don't call anybody. That's a lie.
Yeah,
maybe
text him.
Message him on social media. Be like, hey, I thought up a new one.
Instagram him.
Yeah. Have you guys ever traveled to Dubai?
Dubai. Ooh.
How you doing there, Jason?
Good.
I think I'm some weed about it now.
I'm trying to decide if I'm like perked up from it or if I'm just perked up from doing the podcast. Perked up podcast, everybody.
You seem like it hit in a little bit.
Could be the coffee.
You seem a little more zzz. We'll see if you get a crazy migraine soon.
The
thunder rolls and the coffee strikes.
That's
Look
my,
out
that's my
for
stomach.
your toilet bowl in the middle of the night. Jason will still be up pooping the whole day through. A tiny little sip makes this man poop.
I love that.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice job there, Garth Jean. Bobbie Brooks. What was the other Chris Gaines?
Oh, God. Yeah, you got no problem with the gains. I'm ate a few hot dogs yesterday. No, two hot dogs. And then I think I ate some rogue wieners that I'd cooked the night before.
Found some rogue wieners in the toaster oven?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I wasn't doing great on cooking lately.
Yeah, we were busy, though.
And forgot to do our food order from town, so we're just like...
Right.
Okay, let's see what we got. And
right.
Just being creative, and Jason had gotten some hot dogs. So he's like, this'll work. That's human chow, right?
I got hot dogs and mac and cheese.
Bachelor chow.
And tuna.
Yeah, he knows how to cook those.
Well, I get the mac and cheese, and then I add the hot dogs for me, and then if you want the tuna in there, yeah, you know, I like to pizzazz it up a little bit.
Pizzazzing it up in coffee.
I want to try another sip just to get the feeling of the caffeine.
Should I get a basil on standby?
Maybe I'll plug my nose again.
There's some
old school.
Get some basil.
And I'll take a big drink. Here. If I'm going to take a drink and have the taste, I may as well just take a fucking full
basil
drink.
From the garden while
but it is hot.
Gagging.
It is hot. Ready?
He's gagging away. Here we go.
Jesus fucking Christ. See, that's the problem with the coffee is if I let go of my nose right now, then I still taste it all.
Okay. Here's a bunch of basil leaves in case you need it.
I'm probably just... oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's still gross. I'm still going to send it.
I'm still going to send it.
Look at his eyes are watering, you guys. I hope you're watching this on YouTube.
Oh, Jesus. Like, all the way down. You can feel and taste it and touch it.
Yeah, maybe go for a little shorty one or something. Okay, there you
Whichever.
Go. Rip the top off her. I like the chewing with your mouth open. That's great. It's like you don't want any of it. Oh, no!
That was too much.
Too much basil. Taking it slow.
Real Rough Podcast.
Jesus. Gags podcast. I'll smoke your weed while you're recovering.
Put your pipe over there.
Yeah, but there's no weed in it.
Oh. You want yours?
Nah. Unless that's just for you. Just for Jason podcast. It'll be okay, guys. Jason's being extra super brave just for...
Holy balls.
Just to try stuff out. You know, gets experimental.
Well, that's my motto, right? You gotta try anything twice.
Spicing up the marriage. Not turning me on seeing him gag, so...
It's not doing it for you over there?
I don't know why dudes want to see chicks gag.
You're not just, like, getting all revved up. Ooh, getting juicy.
Juicy for your flavor.
I've never been into the whole gagging porn thing. That's gross. Fucked up. It's just like, yeah.
Seems cruel.
I'm on the brink of...
not being able to breathe and vomiting.
And...
Like, yeah, do you want people to puke on your junk? Seems wrong.
I just don't...
Seems wrong.
Yeah. It's not like, my cock is so huge that it gags her out. You know, it's like, is that the thing?
I'm such a poor lover that I can smother her with my tiny dong.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I'm not gonna read the fucking room and tell her that she's not... can't do that.
But do you think girls like it? Sometimes?
I think...
like, it's like, yeah, just give me everything you got.
In their mouth. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that people... it's like a power struggle thing, too. And like a trust thing. But I think some people do it because when you gag, you get a lot more saliva in your mouth, so then it's a sloppier blowjob.
Right.
So that's why some people
are
into doing that to other people. And if you're all gung-ho and into that, and apparently you have a very dry mouth or something. I just feel like have a drink of water or use some fun flavor lube.
Get those tab things. Remember we tried those ones and they're just like crazy.
I don't know. Somebody was saying that they used one of those Cool Mint gel flaps there. You could get these like little breath mint things, and they did one of those and then did a blowjob on somebody. I think they were talking about it on First Dates or whatever. Oh no, it was gum.
Sting.
Bad Dates on Jamila's podcast. Somebody had came in and they were like chewing gum, and then they did a blowjob situation, and the guy was like, no, get away from me, and she was like, oh, you're gonna love it, you're totally into it, and he's like, she just thought maybe he was gonna finish, and she was like, I'm okay, I got this, and he's like, no, you're like, I have to go to the hospital because the menthol is burning my urethra. Yeah. He didn't go back out with her after that. She didn't.
Aw.
Yeah, he didn't want to have a second date.
Not her fault.
I know. He was the one that put the gum in her mouth, too.
Oh, well, then definitely.
Yeah, exactly. Right?
Yeah, asshole.
Fucking blowjob etiquette.
Good thing she didn't like
Who knew the coffee thing was going to turn to that?
Never would have guessed that, actually.
And gagging, I guess that's the secret.
Right, there you go. Segue. Well, there you go.
So how are you doing on your second?
I'm definitely... Look how much more I did, though. Look, I'm down to like... See.
Oh, you had a big slug of it.
Yeah.
You went all sluggo.
Yeah, I went all sluggo. Ah!
There's your segue.
There's your segue.
Can we segue into that? I tried to segue with the hot dog talk.
Yeah, it was great. We were almost there.
But then it didn't work.
Yeah.
So yesterday we were...
Skate Jam.
At the Skate Jam.
Yeah! Not the skate jelly. That's a whole nother thing.
Is it?
Peanut butter and skate jam.
I think there was a few people that were skate jelly around. I was a little skate jelly that I couldn't skate jam.
Definitely skate jelly. That's great.
Yeah.
I'm more of a skate jelly than a skate jam.
It was a bit of a fundraiser, I think.
Definitely a fundraiser.
It was a fundraiser for the park. It didn't seem like that's how it was marketed, so I didn't realize that that's what it was until... we were there?
It was part of the Cortes Island Micro Grants program for neighbors.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They give away, I think it's like up to $3,500 or something grants for like certain community initiatives that are going to bring people together and have fun and that kind of deal.
Programs or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome. They had Rob Sluggo. Oh, what's his last name?
Boyce?
Boyce?
I was going to ask him if it's Boyce or Boise. Because I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Or if the B is silent or something, maybe weird.
Yeah, so he's a professional skateboarder and one of the...
Skateboarder, gymnast, stuntman...
founding members of the Red Dragon, which is a skate brand.
Yeah, Red Dragon Society.
Skateboarding.
Yeah, skateboarding, shoes, shirts, stickers, everything.
Yeah, I just thought it was like a big corporation like Nike or something when it came out, and all of a sudden it was just everywhere. Was that mid-90s, early 2000-ish?
Probably
it was just
early
exploded.
2000.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. They're great. I remember when... coming up that they were like one of the first ones that were really going out and about doing little things, little parks and little and they came to Edmonton a few times at the I think it was called Century City Skate Park that we used to go to.
Okay.
Something like that back in the day. And
they've always been involved with the smaller communities.
Yeah, and they'd come out and do, shirts and events and sponsorships and stuff like that when nobody else would on little things.
Well, it was incredible yesterday. I would say they probably gave away easily 20 skateboard decks and like really nice skateboards, and then grip tape for
everybody, for all the decks and everything. That was great.
Got like some lanyards, reflective lanyards, and they had a little bit of clothing that they gave away. It didn't seem like they had very much, but it seemed like they really like kind of picked trendy looking teens to wear it, which is kind of cool, because they're going to be the ones that are, like, influencing their friends. Like, my friends don't give a fuck what I'm wearing, but, somebody that's 14 and somebody else that's, kind of like got a good vibe about them. They're like, okay, like, you can wear our clothes for free to represent, like, because you got the vibe we want out there.
It seemed like size. I saw him go a couple times and looking at it.
Yeah, sizing people up to see.
This would probably fit you. And you know, put a hoodie on them or whatever, and yeah. So it was really great sportsmanship, which of course you always see in on Cortes Island. It seems to be like that. Like everybody was like cheering each other on, and it wasn't a competition. It was like just a jam. They call it a skate jam, where you just go
like
around
a display,
and skate,
and you know, like everybody was kind of getting out there, and then they had certain segments of time that was like for 12 and under, and then you know they did like half an hour or whatever, and then I think all those kids, most of them all tuckered out, and then some of the sponsored skaters. So there was Rob Sluggo was
he's the Red Dragon guy.
He was the pro.
Yeah. And
then the other ones are all sponsored skaters that came over too, and there was I think easily like 6 or 8
at least
people that I didn't recognize that were like adult that came and were fucking killing it. There were some people like there was like a couple people that were on bikes and and Lucy, I think she was like the event coordinator from here. She was like doing roller skates, which was so awesome. She's done derby stuff before, but she's just getting into doing parks, and so it was really incredible to see. It's not just for skateboarders, like, you know, there's room for everybody, and so the fundraising for that they were doing is to they're going to clear out in between the trees, keeping the trees for, you know, shade and ambiance and everything between the hall and the skate park, and then make more room for like, is it biking?
A pump track and snake run, they call it, and stuff. So mainly for biking, but skateboarding too, do like it's more like surf style skating.
Okay.
You know, kind of. And a pump track's like really you just BMX sort of woo 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 woo, and they're super fun, and then you go around the edge of the berm and stuff, and they're awesome.
You get to hang out with Harlan for a bit.
Yeah.
That was awesome. You guys were like just out there doing your thing for like 45 minutes. I was just like, oh my god, Harlan's like fun. 1.5, maybe now.
Yeah.
He had his little helmet on there, and he goes ripping around with his dad, and Mom was there. They brought him down in his little wagon, so it was great. It was like, you know, everybody from like 1 all the way up in ages. It was really a fun community event.
Sorry, I just cut real quick here. I was like, I want to talk about like everything.
Yeah, you can
whatever.
Whatever. I'm on coffee, so just say whatever you want.
I was just gonna plug the who the hell. I gotta make sure who the hell skates or who the hell.
I think it's duh.
Who the hell? Yeah, I got corrected on it. Like who the hell skates? Yeah, so who the hell skates? I think was the.
Is it a store?
It's the sponsor, and I'm just looking it up here now. And I don't know. They might not have any kind of. Oh, who the hell skates on Facebook? There we go. Anyway, I can't remember what I was going to say now.
Are they a store, or are they like just a
I think it's probably just
group,
like a group of skaters, you know, that go around doing shows like this and everything. I'm not really
promotions
100% sure. But yeah, they got a website here, whodahell.com. And it's like looks like a skate shop. They got gear and decks and swag, I think the kids call it nowadays. I don't know. They probably call it something different now, but you know, something a lot cooler than that now. But, oh well, it's okay. Yeah, it was neat. I was gonna say that Rob Sluggo, it was really cool because he was like the fact that they're doing like grip tape, and I think they even had like trucks and wheels and stuff at one time. That like they were giving stuff out to people that are gonna skate and everything too, and I think others too. You know, just for decorative decks and everything too. But it was like the one girl came up with her mom and asked for, do you have any skateboards? Do you have any more skateboards? You know, like that, and super quiet and everything. And so he's like, oh yeah, right here. And he pulls out a deck. And they're like, oh, okay, well, thank you. That's
the little 4-year-old that was wanting to ride that day in the little fruit print dress.
Is that what she was wearing? I can't remember. Yeah. So then, that's the story, is that she like, they like sort of went back and forth and like, oh, thank you. And he's like, oh, is that good? And kind of deal. And she's like, oh, do you have anything that, you know, with the wheels and everything on it? And then he's like, oh, he realized they
She
want to
wants to
ride
ride now.
that day with everybody there and everything. And he's like, oh, yeah, hold on. And then he goes over and asks, I think Leslie is his partner or friend or person that he was with anyway. And they swapped out. He grabbed her board and gave it to the little girl so that they could use it all day and everything. Aww. And then he was just going to make up a new one then and there for her because he had like wheels and trucks in his truck.
Okay.
That, you know, he could make up a new board or whatever with. And then I never saw her skate the rest of the day, the older girl. So I think they were just done anyways. But he literally gave her the board that she was using, you know, like I love that. It's so awesome because you can tell that it's not just like just a sponsorship thing just to go out and make money and promote and everything. It's like they want skateboarders.
People to try it out and get a chance to ride.
Yeah.
The teen that was sitting in front of me, he'd come along at the very beginning and was like, asked her, you know, would you like a skateboard? And she's like, oh, no, thanks. And I think maybe her mom was like, oh, he wasn't asking if you wanted to skateboard. He asked you if you would like a skateboard.
Right.
Because he just kind of got a look on his face like, oh, I've never had anyone turn one down. Like, I mean, those decks, like, a lot of them still had the sticker price on them or whatever. Oh, yeah. So, I don't know.
In the plastic.
They were all brand new.
Yeah, it's $50 to $150 for a deck.
Yeah,
you know?
So she was like, oh my god. It's like, you know, the kids saw the monetary value of it and was like, oh, wow, yes, please, I want that. And then she kind of went and got all her friends, and I think they're like, you know, 11 or 12 or whatever. And, and so by the end, most of them all had them. You know, there was a few people that like showed up late and they're like, oh, but my other kid didn't get one, and we're like trying to get one. And so it was a bit of, you know, a bit of that. But, you know, if you show up at the beginning, usually that's when they have the most swag and stuff. So.
Yeah, for sure.
And
go
these
up and
girls,
meet the guy. And
I asked, did you get a photo with them? Did you get it autographed? And so they went and they got a Jiffy pen from somebody, nice, and then they went and got autographs on their boards. And it was cute because there was probably about a half an hour where there was like just this little herd of young girls just like waiting to the side, and then they'd kind of follow him to the other end because he's out there like riding and you know, cruising around and helping people and stuff. And then they like kind of swarm up to him, and then can we get an autograph?
That's great.
We heard you're famous. He's like, oh yeah, okay. That's you know. Awesome, and then it was cute, and then they were like, oh, is there other famous people here? And he's kind of like, yeah, there's some more famous people over there, you know, like, because the kids don't know these skateboarders yet, but I mean,
for sure.
Maybe they're going to look it up, maybe it's going to get their heart excited about, you know, like, wow, skateboarding and celebrities, and, you know, everybody's a sucker for a celebrity usually, so.
That just brought up a story for me.
Go ahead.
And we went to Edmonton Eskimos football game way back in the day when I was a kid.
Yeah.
They're the Edmonton Elks now. But Edmonton, that's a whole controversy. And sometimes after the game, they'd open it up to the crowd to come down onto the field and get autographs with the players and, you know, and get to go on the field and stuff. And so then the one time I go down and there was a guy that I really liked, Gizmo Williams. And he was a shorter dude, you know, and everything. He was really good, super fast.
They couldn't feed him after midnight.
Because of Gizmo. That's great.
Because of Gremlins.
Yeah, that's a great joke.
Character's name is Gizmo.
Boom.
Coffee.
And so if we go down and there was a crowd around this one guy, and I saw the back of his jersey, Williams. So I'm like, oh, right on. And I was like, Gizmo, can I have your autograph? Gizmo. And this guy turns around, he's like, I'm not Gizmo. And he was just some other player named Williams. And I mean, on a football team, they have like 100 players. Yeah. Maybe not that many, but lots.
60.
So I didn't know who he was or anything. And I can't remember if I still got his autograph, or I don't think so. I think he just turned around and walked away.
Disappointed. Like, oh.
Yeah, we were both just like, oh, never mind. Like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Can happen.
Yeah, Skate Jam. That was great. I wanted to ask him because he's also a stuntman. And he's been on like X-Men and Deadpool 2, and there was like Night at the Museum, and I can't remember a whole bunch.
Oh, wow.
In Vancouver. Yeah. Almost any kind of show that came through Vancouver, it seemed like he was on.
So, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he said he's a gymnast and everything as well. And,
yeah, crazy fit.
Yeah, definitely.
And he's like 50 or something like that.
Yeah, I think it said 50-something. Yeah. He's just shredded.
It was awesome because you expect like, I'm going to say celebrity, right? Because he's, like, known. You expect sort of a celebrity to show up with their entourage. The entourage, like, scampers around making sure everything's perfect for them. And then they come out, you know, see all the people, and then they go back behind the curtain, and then everybody else does all the fucking cleanup. Like, this guy showed up and was, like, waxing the rails, all the metal piping for people that aren't skateboarders.
Coping, they call it.
The metal piping along the edge, like, they were rubbing this, like a wax puck thing on it so that they slide better, I guess, right? And it makes the trucks better, skating better. It was just neat to see him come out, and like he had a leaf blower, and one of the other gals was like sweeping up with like a dustpan and getting all the little bits off there because they wanted it to be a safe event for everybody, right? And it's in a forest, like weird
and it's a public skate park that they don't know necessarily, right? So you just take your time and make sure it's going to be safe for everybody. Nothing worse than catching a rock. You hear that noise, that sort of catches a rock, and you're just like, oh no. That was good. There was a couple of kids that like kicked a couple of rocks accidentally onto the park, and I was just like, oh shit, grabbed those real quick and tossed them off, and because it was like right on the roll in, you know, for the ramp and stuff.
You don't want to be landing on that. For sure. Anybody biffing her. And there was like some real little guys, like I think one of the organizers, Lucy, her little guy was out there just going off the little drop-off thing, and Jason's out there filming, and the little guy's just like there, and he's like, looks like he's gonna go over the edge, and Jason's like, has a quick look around, like, is this okay? Do I like grab the back of his shirt to keep him from falling off there? And then I don't know if somebody gave you I don't know if somebody gave you a nod or whatever, but the little fella went down and like all the way back up the next ramp on the other side, like he'd done it 30 times already.
He said, he looked at me and he said, I got it. And I believed him, 100%. Yeah. Like, I believed in his confidence that he got it. And he rolled down about, 2 feet or so, and I could see, okay, he knows exactly what he needs to do.
He's not going to biffer. Had all his safety gear on.
I didn't ever notice that he was doing it before, but he must have. That wasn't his first time, doing it there. It was just like, because I was like, dude, I don't know. I'm looking back and forth. Like, is this okay? Like, I'm not like, hey, where's the parents of this? I'm just like looking at Lucy like, is this okay? But she's serving hot dogs and doing all kinds of other things.
Busy
so I was like, and he just looked right at me, just like,
he's just like, riding too.
I got this.
Yeah.
Like that, hey? And I was just like, no, it's all yours, pal. I just backed right off, and he just, woo, down like
5 or
nothing.
6 or whatever it is.
Yeah, it was great.
It was lovely to see all the littles out there just going for it.
Lots of littles and girls. I think it was, I don't want to say her name, I guess, necessarily, but one of the girls, local girls' daughters out there, and she was really good. She was up and doing some turns and everything, and, that's a major part of it.
Well, and little Harlan actually wound up getting a board that had, like, it was, like, fully set up with the grip tape and everything on there.
Yeah.
And, so we actually have a couple of pictures of
great.
You holding on to his hands or whatever as his parents are getting him.
Wheeling him back and forth.
Yeah, up on the edge. It was really adorable.
I was so sweaty. That was, my whole thing was just like, just don't drip sweat on the kid. Nobody wants sweat on their child. Kind of deal. It's okay if I'm holding him and my arms are sweaty and something like that, but not just like over top of him, just bloop, dripping right into his helmet.
It was hot. Everybody was drippy. Yeah, even in the shade, it was hot.
Well, and I'm a big dude, and I'm also an extra sweater. I think. Like I think I
wear 2 sweaters.
Yeah, extra sweater, XXL sweater. But then I like events where I know everybody else is also sweating, because then it's like, all right, we're all in the same boat. We're all hot. We're all sweaty.
Yeah.
So if
you don't have to be running up a hill just to be sweating.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, and if I give somebody a hug, we're both sweaty. It's not just me, and all of a sudden it's just the sweaty one.
You're like, receive my wetness.
I'm going to start saying that, though.
Yeah.
Still burping up basil and cat poop coffee.
I don't know if it's a great combo. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but basil's so soapy tasting. Yeah. It's just really...
Do you want my cat poop coffee?
Oh, yeah. I'm just so done mine.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Yeah? Enjoying it?
Yep.
All right. sure. Yeah, I don't think we've done it. It's kind of a big one. How's that taste? That's not good.
It was pretty much done.
It's like cat poop coffee there.
It's not good bowl.
Do you want a freshie?
It's okay. Did you have a... Would you rather?
Oh yeah, for sure. Would you rather have cat poop coffee or elephant poop coffee? Or human poop coffee?
No, none of them.
What if, that'd be something though, if we could pass the cherries off, you know? I bet people would do it, right?
Somebody'd be stuck with that job for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I guarantee there'd be some weird fucking fetish out there for it, you know? Oh. People would just be like...
People are picking it out of the poop. That's their fetish.
Yeah.
The people that are into Shiza videos.
Oh, good times. I don't want to poop shame anybody. You know, kink shame, I guess you'd probably call it now. Yeah. Just packing a bowl here, too. Would you rather put a stop to war or end world hunger? You know, I thought we'd keep it light.
What do you mean by stopping war?
Like, no more war, ever. Like, it just, you know, they, I don't know, play hockey instead of going to war or something. I don't know why that's the first thing I thought of. But...
I'm not sure. You want to go first?
Well, my thoughts were basically like, it's my theory that I think of often anyways, that basically if we... It's sort of twofold, my theory. Here we go. So, if we put a stop to all war, right, no more war, no more anything, then there'd be no more reason to make, you know, tanks and jets and fighter jets and bombs and guns and the literally trillions of dollars that go into all of that.
Plus training and maintaining a military.
Exactly. Yeah. People alone, right? Yeah. So, basically the money that would be saved by doing that could definitely end world hunger. And many other things at the same time.
Well, if you look at Costa Rica, that they disbanded their military in order to have and put the money back into education and food. Yeah, when we were down there visiting in 2009, that was...
Oh, okay.
That was one of the things that they were telling us on the tour.
Crazy.
That they don't have a military there anymore. That I mean, maybe it's changed now. I haven't been to Costa Rica in forever. But
it's hardcore now. Yeah, somebody came along and took over.
Yeah,
that's the problem, right? Sometimes with that, but yeah. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So yeah, education.
And it seemed okay there. Still seems okay there, as far as I know.
I felt super safe traveling around there. Yeah, it was more like other tourists that would be the fucking sketchy ones.
Oh yeah, yeah. See, the difference is too is like with our military, a lot of times it's to protect us, but we also go overseas and go other places and part of the UN peacekeeping and all of that.
And they get lots of training.
You know, compared to like say Costa Rica, where their military probably stays there in home. They're not going. Maybe they add some people to the UN and everything too, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But, so that was always my thoughts was like that. And also the other one is like, what if since like the dawn of humans, rather than being like, they call it a feudal system, you know, or whatever, you're fighting for territory and land and everything. Instead of that being the instinct, what if it was just science or thinking or research or love or giving or anything but that. Literally anything but that,
nutrition
pretty much.
And healing.
Exactly, yeah. Like if that was the instinct from the dawn of humans.
Yeah, and which I think it probably was. It's just that there's always been people that are maybe evil or dark entities or whatever that are like, I want more for myself.
Well,
more for myself, and I don't care if other people don't have enough.
Yeah, it becomes a survival of the fittest almost, but
it's not.
But if the biggest, strongest is the fittest and can,
yeah. But it's about keeping resources from other people that you can't use yourself. You know, it's like this dog in a manger, you know, like I'm not going to let this fucking animal, like this horse or this cow, eat the hay but I can't eat it, but there's no fucking way
you're not eating it either.
Yeah,
right.
because I'm dominant or whatever.
Yeah.
I was,
hoard my riches.
Yeah,
from the peasants.
Yeah. I just feel like greed will always find a way.
But that's sort of what I was saying is like it's literally if that was just whoop, not in our brains at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why I think a lot of times of like say other alien species or something. Like if just right off the bat, it was like. The person that is the nicest in the village is declared king all of a sudden. And then that was the system from then on. Not the guy that's the most hardcore or can, doesn't mind raping and pillaging. That kind of thing. If it was the opposite of that, then...
Yeah, it's not about taking.
Yeah. But that's a whole nother podcast theory.
Yeah, and I think using the word king just automatically makes me feel a little...
Yeah, good point.
Weird because it seems like a power over, but I guess if you're
decider.
Yeah, if you're like helping more like with the Vikings, if you're like everybody's coming to you and you're the one that's like, okay, well we gotta figure out a way to get this solved.
Yeah, holding court. I guess is what it would be,
kind of
right?
A thing, as opposed to like just.
Yeah, it's still like the whole independent council.
Yeah.
Kind of thing of many decision-making people that are relatively intelligent.
Lots of us now, so it'd be hard to manage all of that. But what's your second fold there, Jason?
So anyway, I think in the long run, I'm going to say stop to war because the benefits are.
The reallocating the funds to other...
Yeah I think we would see way more benefits.
Humanity.
Unless weirdly, because of the would you rather, the stipulation is no money can go towards ending world hunger. But, so if we end world hunger, that'd be amazing too. But then we still would have war and death and blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
And your second half of that?
I think...
That is your second half?
Yeah, that's my whole thing.
So... I also agree that not having war, but maybe have peace. Like I don't want to say no war because then that's like the universe is like, you still said war, haha. So like having enlightenment and peace happening, I think, you could be war at home, war on drugs, war on...
Right.
All of that stuff. It's a pretty broad term.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Right? Like if
war on child trafficking.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you don't want to stop that war.
No. No.
Is that what you're saying? Like.
No. Like I'm just saying that, like the war at home behind closed doors. Domestic violence or child abuse and stuff. Like, you consider that war as well. Definitely, that's the way to go because I think the more peace that there is, the more people are going to be able to share nutrition. And the other reason I'd be skeptical, like, to go with I'm going to end world hunger, is you can feed people stuff that's not food and have them not be hungry. Which I think is kind of
like sawdust?
Like fucking
Chinese
garbage packaged foods, processed foods.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right,
like we're, as a society...
Technically school children are fed.
Yeah, but it's just because there might be like a lot of holes in the nutrition that's going... like me eating fucking hot dogs yesterday instead of going and getting a salad or something like that, I felt full, I felt satiated... I was super puffy and bloaty because of all the salt in the hot dogs. And I'm like, wow, these are really salty. Not that they're extra salty hot dogs. It's just that I'm not used to eating processed meats.
Yeah.
So I'm not used to having like that big of a salt kick unless it's on something crunchy and triangular or circled.
Big old
like
chunk
a chip. Yeah. So, yes, I think the ending all wars is the way to go. Because, ending hunger doesn't necessarily mean people are getting the nutrition that they need.
Right. I get it. That's cool. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
I guess. And it's just, yes, I understand the irony of us talking about ending world hunger while also talking about hot dogs and being overweight and who are we to talk and everything else. We're not doing much to end world hunger, or stop war, but it's fun to talk about. either way. And thunder rolls.
There's Thor out there just like thumping around.
Doing his thing.
Yeah. I used to be super scared of thunder when I was a kid. Did you know that?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Up until I was like, I don't know. I was still in elementary school, but like probably grade 4 or 5 or something. I think probably grade 5-ish.
Okay.
And somebody told me just pretend God's bowling. Like they're like, have you ever been bowling before? And I was like, well, like one time in town we got to go bowling, I think with the school or a birthday party or something. And it was so loud, and it was like a lot because there was a lot of other people in there.
Like the bowling was loud? Yeah.
Pardon me, yeah, the bowling alley itself was like very loud and almost too much for me, but I, you know, you have to fucking suck it up when it's the 80s.
I grew up in a bowling alley, sort of, so maybe that's why I grew up in, but anyway, we were there lots. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, so somebody was like, just pretend it's that, or like monster trucks. God, or,
that's a good one.
You know, somebody up there just
playing trucks.
Yeah, and it helped to sort of diffuse it for me, but like it was like a unnatural, or maybe a natural fear. Like I was like, my whole body was like, oh fuck. So wonder if there was some sort
hit
of
by lightning in a past life,
previous life situation, or it's just awesome instincts to be like, get the fuck out of there. You've got, you know, barrettes in your hair. You're gonna get struck in the head for sure. You're the tallest kid in the class or something. The
ancient Scottish native in you, Scottish or what am I going for?
I don't know what you're talking
genetics.
about.
That's what I'm looking for.
Irish, English, Scottish. My pasty genetics.
It's like out in the Highlands when the thunder rolls, you're like, get out of here!
Yeah, you know, get back! Down, quick before the floods.
Hide under your sheep.
Yeah.
I assume that's what they did.
Get back to your shillelaghs.
I was scared of lightning for a little while after the corrupted shoot, but...
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
We've talked about that before, the lightning strike at the corrupted shoot. Being fun.
Yeah.
Thunder, so I wonder if it was like, you know, were you dropped as a baby at the same time as thunder hit or something? You know, like your mom was like, the thunder rolled in.
She never admitted to dropping me. I think she was like super duper extra careful after our first brother passed away of SIDS.
Oh yeah?
I think she was like ultra protective.
Right.
You know?
Do it.
Like as an adult, I totally understand why she was like extra super protective of us. You know, the other one dying at 2 months old and just crib death. You're like, fuck, it's not even preventable.
That'd be so fucking shitty.
And your first kid too, right? And she said it was really weird because everybody else, like, you know, you feel uncomfortable when people cry, and you know that it happened because it's a super small town, and so all the other kids that were Alan's, like, you know, that were born around the same time as Alan, people would like see my mom and then like kind of go the other way or like hide the baby from her so she wouldn't be sad, and all she wanted to do was hold a fucking baby.
Yeah, brutal.
Yeah.
And I wonder if there's some, like, weird, ancient, you know, woman, again, genetic thing of, like, maybe she's cursed, so I'm not going to let her touch my baby. You know,
well, and that's how it felt
weird
for
to even
her.
say it.
She
like,
said,
but,
she said that she felt like a fucking pariah. Like, you know, everybody maybe thought that she'd killed it or something like that, and so then they wouldn't let her hold their babies.
Right.
But, like, it was all unspoken and just an energetic thing. And she realized in time that they were just trying to protect her from sadness.
Oh, yeah.
And the joy of holding. The joy of holding a little one. It's pretty awesome. Magical if any of you guys have ever got to hold a baby that you love.
I did yesterday. It was awesome. Yeah.
It was pretty magical getting to see you out there with Harlan.
Oh, Harlan. That was great. I don't even know the other baby. It wiped a bug off another baby. She was like standing there, and I know who it is, but I can't remember who it was.
Taylor and Bubba's wife.
Oh, right. Yeah, right. That's who it was. With their new kid. Right, that was great.
They're all sleepy.
She was super cute because when I was over getting a hot dog, and I could feel something like touching my sleeve, and I thought it was just somebody sort of rubbing against me, so I sort of did like sort of do like a pull away kind of thing, and then I went back to it and felt it again. I was like, what the hell? I look and it's her. She's like grabbing onto my sleeve.
Oh, the little baby.
The little flap on my sleeve. Just grabbing and holding on to it. And like, hey, how's it going?
Like,
she was just like,
just
super tired. Just like, hey.
Just a reflex.
Like that, yeah. And then, it was great. I look up and later on,
Yeah.
wherever she's standing beside me, I look up and just a nice big old green and black book hanging there.
Poor little muffin.
I don't even know if we should air this or not, but
wow, boogers happen to all of us,
for sure.
right?
I looked and like, oh, and she was just wiped
Almost
out hard.
sleeping.
So, and I knew I had a napkin there in
Yeah.
a basket. Like, let me get that. And she didn't even move. She was totally into it. Just, I know what you're doing. Go for it.
It's
I don't want it there
safe.
either.
Get that
Yeah.
boog off.
Yeah, it was great. And Taylor, oh, thank you.
Save Taylor from wearing one on her shoulder for the rest of the afternoon.
Yeah, it was like sort of making its way down. Yeah, it was great.
Like, now my nose ring's itchy.
It takes a village, as they say.
You know, to wipe the snot off little people.
That was great.
Yeah.
It was a little trippy, walking around with Harlan on like the cement. Not trippy, but just like I was more worried that like
Someone
I would take a step off, or that somebody would come out of nowhere that I couldn't see.
Yeah.
Because I keep my head on a pretty good swivel,
Yeah.
anyways. So then when there's babies and kids involved, so then I would he would want to go to the edge of the ramp, so I would turn and block. If there's a skateboard coming off of somebody's, then I'd rather take it than it go to the kid.
Right.
Yeah. So it was more like that, sort of like making sure nothing's gonna hit me, or I'm gonna take a step off the ramp and woo, and I'm gone, and then he follows or something.
Oh,
That'd be...
you drag him down because you're trying to grab up onto
hold
the thing.
me. Harlan would just hold me over the edge. I got you, buddy.
Babies have that weird super strength where they can just they're like ants. They can carry their little sister or the cat or whatever, and it's like 3/4 their weight, and they can still carry it.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, I think you guys are pretty close in weight.
Yeah, I would say. Yeah, he could hold me. He's strong.
Yeah, he's a tough kid.
He's a strong boy.
He's a strong boy.
He's a good boy. What a strong boy.
He's pretty.
Smart boy.
He's pretty good.
Pretty boy.
Pretty sweet curls in the back.
Is that Bare Naked Ladies?
Yeah. Probably. Yeah. It's a song.
When I was young.
Don't have to worry about copyright on this one. Jeez.
A good boy, a strong boy.
They say that he was a good boy and strong boy and stuff, I think.
Yeah, okay. And then they do the girl, right?
Apparently
she's a pretty girl.
I don't know.
Something. She's a
need to do
smart
some
girl.
Naked Ladies.
What a pretty girl. Hey.
I don't know. We need to do some homework on that one, I guess.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll get back to that homework.
Yeah.
So, cat poop coffee?
Sort of just seems like everyday regular coffee.
Not necessarily worth the price you paid. I can't remember. Podcast production paid for the cat poop coffee.
Yeah. That's why we didn't do the grocery orders, because we just have coffee and that's
so what is it, like $20-ish, 22 now for a fucking pound of coffee?
Oh, for good stuff.
Yeah, give or take, which, yeah.
I get some stuff either from On Island or get the Kicking Horse coffee sometimes too.
And this stuff wasn't a pound. It wasn't a full pound bag, right? Wasn't even close, I don't think. I can't remember what I ended up paying for it, but it was like double, probably. Maybe a bit more. Anyway, coffee math.
Doesn't matter.
It's like Nick was talking about tampon math the other day, and
it's tricky.
And then we didn't both realize, but I realized after that, like, it wasn't so much tampon math that we were talking about. It was like just tampon selection. Because he obviously had the same thing that happened to me when you're like, "Can you give me some tampons from Walmart?" I'm like, "Sure," and then just like, there's just a wall of tampons. You're like, "Holy shit!"
Do you want no applicator? Do you want paper applicator?
Yeah.
Do you want cardboard applicator?
These ones twist this way. These ones twist that way.
Wait, there's twisty ones now?
Oh yeah.
I've only
there's like
just
double twisty ones.
What?
There's like a triple thing.
Maybe I'm using them wrong.
Look it up on YouTube.
I guess.
Anyway,
OB kid. I've been using the OB ones since I was 19, I guess.
Not OG.
Yeah. No. Once I found out that like the applicators don't break down and stuff, I was like, well, that seems dumb. Just to get her where it needs to be.
Just a tube, right?
Yeah.
Just like a chute.
Yeah. Usually 2. Because try to further in there so you don't feel it as you're just... It's not all like, trying to get out while you're doing stuff.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get it up past the entrance area, I guess.
Past the usher?
Yeah.
Kind of deal?
Exactly. He's
past
like,
the doorman?
Please be seated over here. You
Door person.
You don't want to be just standing around by the usher the whole time.
No. You want to go in and see the show.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The thunder rolls on that one. On that note.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Well, thanks, folks, for coming along on this cat poop journey with us.
Pooping and peeing.
Maybe
I'm really surprised Beastly didn't come in at all.
It's maybe the thunder is keeping him away.
He's hanging out in the. He likes to hang
doing
out
other things
in the bushes.
Yeah, he's still sleeping.
Cat naps in the grapes out there, the Oregon grapes or whatever those little bushies are called. He hangs out in the prickle bushes.
Oh yeah,
behind the garden.
It's probably safe.
Yeah, nobody walks through there.
He probably gets a nice scratch going. It's like, oh, maybe that's nice.
He's got a good little tunnel. Like he just all of a sudden pops up out of the tunnel. Yeah. Okay.
I was gonna say check out Red Dragon Society.
Yes.
I'm looking up a
it's
website
not like
now,
the movie
but just Google
Red Dragon, but you could watch that too.
Oh, that's a good movie too.
If you're into like
watch Red Dragon
prequels.
While looking things up about Red Dragon Society.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe Sluggo, Rob Sluggo Boyce.
Yep.
He's the man with the plan.
I wanted to ask him: is it like why Sluggo?
Yeah.
Like, is it because he's like slides along like a slug?
Oh.
Or is it?
I automatically went to like a shotgun slug type of ammo,
okay.
You know, sort of
or like a punch in the face slug.
Yeah.
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 We'll ask him next time we talk to him. And, or if you guys know, if you listen and you find out, you can let us know. Or Rob, you want to tell us how you got your nickname? We could do a podcast with you if you wanted.
Maybe he got really sweaty one day and then fell and then slid and left like a slime trail behind. And they're like, oh,
it's sweaty work doing the friggin'...
Oof. Word up. That's tough.
Skateboarding.
It's tough. Some of those guys were going fucking hardcore. It was awesome.
And cows.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, folks.
Yeah,
skater
cool
folks.
Crew.
Yeah, for sure. Red Dragon Society, folks, and whotohell.com. I want to give those guys a plug. That was awesome for them. We know what it's like coming on the ferries back and forth, and for them to come all the way over here from lots of different places. I heard one guy was from Hornby Island, another guy was from Powell River, some other guy came from like Comox or somewhere, and Vancouver. A few of them came from Vancouver.
That's
had to
incredible.
do the big ferry, so that's awesome for them to come out. Yeah, for sure. Big thanks for those guys. Yay! Lucy and Mac, the big up thanks for you guys to you guys for putting on the old skate jam and
organizing.
Getting everybody here and doing their thing, and
inviting Jason to come and do some announcing.
Our buddy Bubba, came out and did some awesome skating, and
it was really cool to see.
Yeah,
see the different generations.
Yeah,
doing it.
Yeah, lots of kids coming out and
people our
parents
age
with
and
their kids getting them into
their,
it, and
their kids are riding now, and
be able to pass that on, and it's such a good thing because it's really compared to a lot of other sports, it's not expensive, it's really good, it's super physical, as far as that kind of thing.
Once you get your gear and stuff, it's just you can.
You're done.
Yeah.
There's no membership fees, unless you want to join a skate park, like an indoor or something like that, right?
You got one started up.
There's no like, we got to get up for 5 a.m. practice and
for
run your kids over to
we got to drive to
practice.
Leduc.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Fucking
Leduc, none of that, right? So. What did you say?
Fucking Leduc.
Oh.
They did have that barbecue place, which was pretty good, but anyways.
Yeah, anyways.
Watch out for that. I don't know the name of it anymore. It's been a long time.
Anyway, cat poop coffee.
And,
I'm going to say, meh, whatever.
It tasted like, this is Jason's face, is like that cat, that Siamese cat when they smell the yogurt.
The meme? The gif or yeah, that's great. We'll have to put a little clip on that.
Anyways, enjoy your morning hair and...
Yeah, hey, it's good stuff.
And we're going to go brush our hair and our teeth.
Oh, yeah. And our butts. No.
How long is your butt hair?
Oh, man.
Am I going to be
up there?
Doing some little cornrows?
Get
it ready for the beach?
Dread it.
Get you ready for the beach?
Have it hanging out in a bathing suit on the other side.
Little braids would be okay. You don't want to dread that, though, because it'll be all moist and...
heavy.
Smell like a damp dishcloth back there.
Way down.
From all the butt sweat.
Keep it all in my... They call them budgie smugglers.
Budgie smugglers.
It's an Australian thing. Keep it up in my budgie smugglers.
In your undies. Okay.
Love you all very much.
Check us out on Facebook and Instagram.
At We Can't Piss.
Yeah, hit us up on there and let us know if you like poop coffee or any other coffees. And or if you got to go to the skate jam. or any of that stuff, or if you like skateboarding, let us know. And
let us know all those things.
You know, we're interested in that.
Whatever.
And
all kinds of things. Stuff.
And check us out on YouTube. Because we're on there, and then you can see us. And I'm waving at you right now. If you're on
YouTube.com/@weekendpick. Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yay,
okay.
Love it.
Love you guys. Have a lovely week, and
thanks for
hope
coming
you guys are listening to Aspen's tracks from last week.
Oh,
last week's episode was really fun.
Good call.
We had DJ Aspen.
Aspen King. Take me down. Take me down.
Yeah, you gotta go listen to her song.
Take me down. Little take me down.
It's not as magical as Jason's rendition.
One day, that's going to take off, like, more than her actual song one day, and she's going to be so jealous.
I don't know that she will.
She wouldn't be jealous at all. No. She's not that type.
She would just laugh.
Exactly.
She'd just be like, that fucking guy.
Sure. That fucking guy.
Okay. Thanks for joining us. Love you guys. We'll see you next week, and
I kind of feel like having a nap.
We'll probably tell you all about Love Fest and Sandcastle Day, because that's what's next on our agenda.
Yeah. Co-emceeing Love Fest and your sparkle tattooing.
I'm going to get sparkles on there.
So sparkly and then tattoos.
Okay. And God's bowling, so we better get going before he hits a strike.
All right. Before he hits a strike. Clean up that spare. Oh, not like that, you know. Did you push your button?
Hit it.
You pushed your button already? I haven't pushed my button yet.
Why didn't you push your button yet?
I'm going to push your button, all right. Ooh, ready? Here we go.
Wrapping it up in a nice little bow. I really hope you liked all of our stories. We don't really have an outro yet. We hope we didn't cause too many bories. That's when you get bored and you're like, fuck this, and you space out and you look over there. You don't want to quit listening 'cause you love us and you're putting up with our shenanigans.